I've been pondering how to say this on this particular medium. Hi, casual fanatics. Jeremy here with Casual Mode. And this is another casual vlog. It's one I didn't want to do. No, I'm not shutting down the channel. It's not that. It's something different. Um, at this point, everything that I wanted to do on episode 26 is long past out of date. It's well past Takeover Brooklyn. It's well past SummerSlam. It's well past even doing SummerSlam 1993, the Wrestle Rewind. So, episode 26 is officially done. Everything that is up of episode 26 is all that there will be of episode 26. There is nothing else. I have not been able to record the rest of it. And as I said before, at this point, it'd be kind of pointless to record the rest of it because it's all way, way out of season. You might be expecting me to try and give some reasons why, maybe some excuses as to what's going on. Maybe you've had that happen to you before from other YouTube channels. I'm not going to make any excuses. I just was not able to get it done. I did not have the motivation or the will on my own to complete episode 26. That is all there is. That is as simple as it is. I just did not get it done. And honestly, it bothers me because I'd said that I was going to finish it. And I have not lived up to that. I tend to pride myself on a person who tries to be a reliable person. I try to be able to be there for my friends, and I try to do the things that I'm going to say I'm going to do. And whenever I'm not capable of doing that, it hurts me deeply. It really does. So, I'm not happy with myself over this. I am happy about a great many things in my life right now. I am finally in a job that I don't absolutely hate, and in some ways actually enjoy, making money that's actually worth making for once in my life. So I don't have any complaints about the way my life is going, but I do still feel terrible that I have not been able to do what I had set out to do with casual mode. This is a bit of a recurring theme for me in my life. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that we ended up with the show getting out of our rhythm. You know, we were going regularly weekly for the longest time. Even when David was on the road, we still found a way to go weekly and get that done somehow. And all of a sudden, when on that first episode that I ended up having to do myself, everything just went sideways. The whole thing derailed from there. Being able to do it weekly ceased. And whenever stuff like that happens, I get discouraged very easily when it comes to such things. And this is one of the reasons why I think sometimes I may have some kind of biochemical disorder, which is by no means an excuse for anything. Whenever I am a very routine-oriented person a lot of times. And whenever something happens that takes me out of the routine that I have not been able to adequately prepare for in advance, it really throws me off. So I was not adequately prepared to change things up with casual mode. And even further, I have historically had a history of not being the great logistics kind of person for myself. Um, I have always needed someone in my life to help keep me keep me in line, keep me focused on what I need to do. And with casual mode, David actually was that. So during those times when he had to uh, take care of things in his life, and it was just me on casual mode, really, that's when things started to. I mean, I did try to keep things going, but there was always that bug in my head. And David, I'm not blaming you for any of this at all. Please know that. And no one, please, no one get on David's. I don't want anyone to get on David's case about this because it's not his fault. This is all me and what's going on up here. It's all within me. I know this. Mm, yeah, I, as much as, it seems like I'm the driving force of things, at least on the casual podcast, when it comes to logistics and being able to do things, I was always dependent on David. I mean, he also was the one who did the editing for the longest time. And while I can, kind of clean up the audio a little bit and cut things up when it came to the video side of things, he was much better at it than I, mostly because he's got better technology. I mean, if you look at the stuff that he's able to do on Ace of Hearts Gaming and compare it to the later stuff that I've been able to do on casual mode, there's just no comparison. It's much better production values because he's able to do more with what he has than I'm able to do with what I have. Yeah, so as I said earlier, I'm not shutting down the channel just yet. I still don't know if that's what I want to do. Admittedly, the channel is now a lower priority in my life. Um, and what I need to figure out before I do anything with deciding whether or not to shut down the channel is I need to figure out if I can do things with the channel that are scaled back from what we did. That is another problem that I have. I sometimes get these ideas in my head of what I want to do and what needs to be done, and I can't always do them all, but I really want to do them, so they keep going, and I keep trying to push towards that, even if they're not really that great of a thing to do. Even if I miss a few details along the way that end up screwing me over in the end. That's my personal history. I mean, it's happened to me before. And I am trying to be a little more realistic about things now. I still have not gotten to move to Yukon because I'm still pretty much at the mercy of the apartment complex that we're talking about. And whenever they were able to get back with me on an apartment, I've got a security deposit down. They just have to, get a place ready before Robert and I can move. But yeah, I sometimes I get a little too overeager, I guess, and I decide to start doing things that I'm not ready to do. And I think we ended up doing that with casual mode. So then when we had the whammy of things having to change up, all of a sudden with casual mode, where we had to change our scheduling on things, that made things even worse for me. Because then I had two things that are very clearly wrong with me being aggravated at the same time. So, like I said, I try to be a reliable person. That is one of the things that I pride myself on. And I also try to be an honest person. And in this case, my honesty requires me to say that I was not capable of being reliable in this case. And I don't think I ever, in retrospect, I don't think I ever would have been able to be reliable. And it's not a comfortable revelation by any means. It's not an easy revelation, and it's not something I want to use as a cop-out. If you're not happy with the lack of content that you've been getting from this channel, and you unsubscribed from casual mode as a result, then I harbor no ill will against you. You were well within your right to do so. And if you're on the fence, if you think that unsubscribing to me will hurt my feelings, no, I understand why you would do that. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anyone but myself. This is my failing, not anyone else's. And I would ask you one thing. If you're not going to watch my stuff, if you're not going to watch whatever I manage to put up on casual mode, because I'm still going to try to put up something on here. I'm going to try and figure out something that I can do regularly on here. Then go over to Ace of Hearts Gaming. David has been able to reliably put stuff out. He's got great content here. He's there. He's got his Pokemon spotlights. He's got Let's Plays, reviews, the Pokemon SDL, which I have been co-commentating with him on. That is something that I've been able to do on a regular basis, and I've been doing it for his channel, and by all accounts, it's been a pretty big hit over there. So go and support Ace of Hearts Gaming. If you wish to stay with here, I am not going to make a promise to you, because as has been evidenced, if I try and make a promise to you and I end up not keeping it, that just makes me look even worse than I probably already look, and certainly worse than I feel I look right now. I will say this. I will use all the energy that I have, all the will that I have, to try and find some way to do something on this channel on some kind of regular basis. I cannot say how long of a time frame that will be, how regular it would be, and I do not know what it is at this point. I still have a lot to consider personally about myself and this channel's future. Because, truth be told, I've lost a lot of faith in myself in the wake of everything that has happened in the last month or so on this channel, especially in link with all the things that I've been doing otherwise, helping David out with his channel and trying to get things situated on my end. I've lost a lot of faith in myself and my abilities, especially when it comes to being the number one guy on a channel. So I have a lot to consider on that front. There's a lot of work, a lot of thought, and a lot of meditation that needs to be done on my part in my off time as far as this goes. So I cannot make any promises to you all right now. If I did, honestly, if I did make any promises, I would hate myself forever if I failed to live up to them. So, just, if you're willing to stick around, I will do my damnedest to make it worth your while. So, until we meet again, keep it casual, y'all. Wait, no, I shouldn't do that. There's UK viewers. That's bad sign. This is good sign. Later, y'all.